Welcome back to another installment of Gacha, Rewards or Deadlines, where I bring all the limited time rewards in my Gacha games into one video. Today is a special episode because it will be my last attempt at warning you of all the juicy Genshin rewards that are leaving on October 7th in 3 days. My last video was going to be the final call, but I feel I didn't emphasize it hard enough, and I want a clear conscience, feeling like I did my part to warn you. So allow me to start off with Genshin's events that total over 2,600 Primos that will be deleted from the game come October 7th. Enjoy. You heard that right. That thumbnail was not just clickbait. If you haven't played Genshin in a while and are waiting for that 5.1 patch before you hop back on, listen up. First off, by simply logging on the game, you'll be sent 1,600 Primogems in the mail instantly as part of a thank you gift from Hoyo. This event was separated into 4 parts across 4 days, with each giving you 400 Primos apiece, along with some other nifty rewards. But as long as you log in one single time before October 7th, you'll receive all 4 instantly for 1,600 total. The next 560 Primos come from 2 separate event tabs that are referring to the main Archon story and the Tribal Chronicle story for Kanisha's tribe, one of them giving you 500 and the other 60 and some bonus supplies. The story related to these 2 tabs is permanent, of course. It's not going anywhere. But these rewards are simply bonuses for doing these 2 stories before 5.1. The Archon quest from the beginning of Natlan took me a little over 5 hours, and the Tribal Chronicles was about an hour and a half. I did really enjoy doing that Archon quest, but yeah, good luck doing all those on the last day. Next, for 420 Primos, is the Mementos event. Running around for about 15 minutes taking pictures that meet certain conditions doesn't sound all that bad after 6 hours of gameplay for basically the same amount of Primos. This event has finally opened its last section, so you can do the entire thing in one sitting. And for the last few Primos to meet that 2,600 number, we have the 2 trial events that are running for 40 Primos total, and the Battle Pass tab labeled This BP Period, which gives you Primos for leveling up your 5-star artifacts, which is something you should be doing anyway. You do not have to buy the Battle Pass for this. In other Genshin deadline news, there is... Oh, hold on. Did you say something?
I have never subscribed.
Well, well, why not? It's only the push of a button. It's just one button push. You can't do that. I mean, would you do it if I asked you nicely?
Yes.
Wait, really? Just like that?
Yes.
I mean, oh, here you go. Yeah, sure, take it. Cool, thanks. In other Genshin deadline news, there is still a free standard banner 5-star selector that is being given out. This isn't some kind of petty system event where you have to work your way up and pull for it. You just flat out get the character instantly and ready to be used and ready to be leveled. I do believe this free 5-star event also ends on that same October 7th deadline, so don't wait if you haven't gotten it yet. I'm not really sure what criteria needs to be met to get all of these things, but from looking at it, if you ever wanted to re-roll a new account to get some really good rewards, now's probably the best time to be doing that. Also coming to a close in 3 days is the 2 currently running limited character and weapon banners. This is your last chance to get Kanish and Raiden Shogun for a fairly long amount of time. As I said earlier, the Battle Pass is coming to a close in 3 days as well, if there's anybody out there that still cares about that. We also have a web browser event running right now that I forgot to mention in my last video. This one's going to be running until October 12th instead, so a little bit past that 5.1 update. You have 7 total days to do that one. It only took me about 20 minutes to understand what the event wanted me to do and to collect the 180 Primo rewards. There's actually a few more Primos if you do some of the invite a returning friend shenanigans, but I never mess with those. To get to this one, open your menu in-game and click on the special event button to be taken to the web browser. Click through each book in order to get the rewards at the end of them. This is one of those events that it's a throwback to all the accomplishments you've had. It'll have your actual number in there of how many times your account has done certain things. It's also got some funny little humor in there, such as a part that's mocking Catherine whenever you go to turn in your commissions. Add Astra Appa, thank you for plus 20 Primogems. Once you've gone through all the books, click on this button to go to the section where you need to enter each area with your avatar. It mentioned something about checking in. It just means to go to each area once to get the reward for that section. You don't have to come back another day. You can get all of these in one sitting. The Imaginarium Theater just reset, as well as the Paimon's Bargain section of the shop. Both of these share a 27-day timer before they reset again, so be sure to do your theater and also buy your 5 limited and 5 standard banner pulls with Stardust from the shop. This means that the Spiral Abyss has 11 days remaining before it's reset on October the 16th, just under 2 weeks away. The Theater and the Abyss alternate every 2 weeks as to which one resets. I also feel as though I should mention this at least once, even though I don't think I'll ever bring it up again. But Genshin has a daily check-in permanently on their website that gives some garbage rewards, but if you're down bad for an extra 60 Primos and some useless crap, there's that. That wraps it up for Genshin and its closing in deadlines. Again, this is the last update I'm going to do until the release of Genshin's 5.1, when almost all of these rewards are already gone and removed from the game. Moving on to Zenless Zone 0. In Zenless, we still have Caesar King running for 12 more days alongside our character trial for 20 polychrome. And then in the event tab, we have a major event still going for 1,300 total polychrome, a hamster cage pass, and a free A-tier character, Lucy. This event is open for 30 more days, whole month, got lots of time to do it, but you do have to finish the main story chapter 4 in order to actually do the event. Next is a check-in event that rewards you a free 10 pulls so long as you log in a total of 7 different days within the next 30 days. You cannot log in all in one day and get all of them. We also have a new arcade event containing at least 300 polychrome and some bang boo pulls running for 9 more days. I just finished this event, and this is the hardest event I've ever done. I don't know if there's something in here that I was missing or I just didn't understand it properly, but I have never known a Hoyo event to be hard like this one. I got my butt absolutely handed to me for over an hour until I finally finished not the 5th level, only the 3rd level, which is the highest required to get all of the event rewards. This thing is also something I don't really care about, but there is an event tab for it, so I'm going to at least mention it. It also has some kind of daily aspect to it. There's a new thing called the boot camp that's going on in the HIA place. This is not a limited time. This is seemingly going to be here forever. It's a new permanent feature. I'm not going to be mentioning it in future videos. Today is the last day for the double drop event, the combat simulation, if you're watching this the day of release of the video. And our last event is the ambush node for the Shiyu defense, an event node that will be running for 32 more days with 600 polychrome available. I also did a majority of this. I'm just about finished with it. This is the same thing as the critical node, which is the Spiral Abyss of Zenless, except instead of getting rewarded by how quickly you can do it, you're rewarded by how little deaths you have in doing it. So you can take as much time as you need. There is a timer, but it's counting up. Just pretend it's not even there. It doesn't matter. All you have to do is play smart and try not to die. I am a massive fan of this. Speaking of the critical node, which is the Spiral Abyss of Zenless, there's 11 days remaining on that until its next reset, and the logistics shop outside of the tent has 27 days left. The Zenless Battle Pass still has 30 days remaining on it, and the signal shop found in the store just refreshed, so grab your 5 limited banner and 5 standard banner pulls. We have a full month before its next refresh. And that's all for Zenless, not too much changing there, so let's move on to Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is still currently running the brand new character Shorekeeper for 19 more days alongside her character trial for 20 asteroid. We also have 2 new events that came out with the newest portion of the Wuwa story. Both of these events are locked until you actually complete the newest part of the story. But once that story is completed, it only took me about 40 minutes to do both of them. They're very quick, very simple to get them out of the way. They offer a total of 740, I believe, asteroid, as well as you got to pick a free 4-star weapon out of the 5 options, one of each different kind of weapon. We also have another door event going on, but this is by far my favorite door event so far. This one's awesome. It is not fully available yet, so there's not too much reason to be doing it right now outside of just the gameplay aspect of it. It's a co-op door event similar to the last one that we just had, except in this one, you're actually probably going to die at least once or twice. But for the main section, this really did not take me that long. I was matching with other people to co-op with them, and I had a blast doing it. S-tier event, thank you, Wuthering Waves. The door event has 19 days remaining. Next is the Parade of Stars event. This is an event that simply rewards you a refund for a lot of the supplies that you use in leveling up a character. And the final event on Wuwa is the check-in event that rewards 5 limited banner and 5 standard banner pulls across 7 days. It has 39 days remaining, but again, you must log in 7 different days. You can't do it all in one. The Wuthering Waves Battle Pass still has 39 days remaining. The Tower of Adversity, which is the Spiral Abyss of Wuthering Waves, just reset along with its shop, which can be found in the point shop section of the cash shop. There are 9 days remaining on the tower and 27 on the shop before it refreshes again. I believe similar to Zenless, the shop resets every other cycle of the tower. The item exchange tab of the shop refreshed recently and shares the 40-day timer with the big events. Be sure to stop by and use your oscillated coral, that kind of weak resource, to get you 7 of each kind of banner pull. On all 3 of the games that I've mentioned so far, their weeklies reset at Monday morning every week. There you have your Battle Pass weekly section if you care about the Battle Pass. You have your weekly bosses in each of the games. Your databank and Wuthering Waves resets. So if you want to get your first 15 increased boss drop chances for their echoes, go do that. Take some pictures of cats in Zenless. Also do your Hollow Zero in Zenless. They just changed this recently. I don't know if they're going to keep changing it every time or if they're trying to find one that they like, but they changed the rewards from the Hollow Zero weekly bounty commission to be a lot better in my opinion. It's not really better, but it's simpler and easier to understand whether you get the rewards for it. And then don't forget your bounties and requests in Genshin. And that is all that I have for you here today. And I thank you for listening this long. Have a good one.